And welcome back to another episode here,
Another
Dante.
episode. We're cruising.
And listen, if you guys are watching this, as you can see, we're not in our studio. We're at the GaryVee headquarters with GaryVee sitting to the left of me. Gary, welcome on.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course.
It's awesome. I mean, hey, we're in New York City. It's our first kind of on the road podcast. It's
That's
the first
awesome.
one outside of our studio. So to be here is awesome.
It's an honor for me to host you boys on this incredibly special day in my career.
I know.
Yeah.
In my career.
Congratulations,
in the whole
by the
career.
way.
yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. Congratulations.
You know, you guys will appreciate this. Like, I can't articulate. You won't understand this. Pre-internet, pre-500 channels on television, pre-video games, pre-cell phones. If I told you what trading cards meant to kids in the 80s,
Right.
there was nothing else. Like a little Nintendo,
Right.
but like
Mhm.
Topps trading cards was life.
It's like, yeah.
It was like the Garbage Pail Kids
Yeah,
were
that's what I was gonna
red
bring up.
hot.
Yep.
But for me, if you told 15-year-old me that I would have my own Topps trading card, I'd be like, what happened? How did I get good at sports? And then if you told me, no, you invented a Disney, like Transformers, G.I. Joe. This is at the time. Pokemon hadn't
Yeah.
happened yet. Universe, Hanna-Barbera, Scooby-Doo universe, Sesame Street universe, and those are the cards. I'd be like, you mean like Garbage Pail Kids? And you'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, get the f out of here. That's what would have happened in '86.
That's so cool.
So talk to us a little about what did that mean to you when you were growing up? You know, trading cards and getting into that element.
I mean, I am a public figure known for being a successful entrepreneur,
Right.
and there is no question that what I learned at baseball card stores and the malls and the firehouses and the Elks stations of New Jersey in the 80s is the foundation of who I am today.
For sure.
You know? And so, yeah, it's like, it's my true first love, you know, in a lot of ways.
To add on to that, like, how did you even come up with the idea of VEEFRIENDS, like of the characters and everything? I know that must be a loaded question,
No,
but
it's, yeah,
I was thinking about
yeah.
it at the National when you guys were showing it, and we got to rip a couple of packs, and it was just like something it's kind of what we've seen before, but it's something that like we really haven't seen before. So it's
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an 80s baby. And again, like, you know, you guys are younger. I would say for the kids, what South Park and Doug and Nickelodeon, like, again, but you had internet and you had cell phones and iPads. Like, we had nothing.
Right.
like when you left the house.
Sticks and stones.
Yeah, like Garbage Pail Kids, like 6 Garbage Pail Kids in your pocket. Like on the bus was life. Like there was nothing, there was no distractions. There was no 24/7.
Right.
Like 80% of your life was not around a screen.
Right.
You were like in the real world, and like occasionally you went home. Like we played outside. Like it was different. And I was very affected though by the Alf, the Smurfs, the RoboCop. Like the 80s was crazy for intellectual property. Jaws, E.T. If you go from 1975 to 1985, here are the things that were invented out of thin air. Star Wars, E.T., Donkey Kong, Atari, Pac-Man, Transformers, Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears. I can go on and on and on. And I was affected by that.
Right.
I thought that was cool, but I was also super into sports. That's why I was into cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then later I got into comic books and a little bit more of like collectible toys. So I was very blended in the Comic-Con and the national stuff. With VEEFRIENDS, I'm just, you know, it's fun to have D-Rock here who filmed me for years. We're doing Daily V for a couple weeks special for the launch of Crumb. Like what D-Rock knows, what my mom knows, what my friends that really know me know is I am not known to y'all as really a creative person. I'm more entrepreneur, hustle, flip, you know, but in real life, I'm deeply creative.
Okay.
You know, I've doodled my whole life. I feel like I'm a creative storyteller. I'm creative in a different way with my words. But this, you know, I'm also very advanced in knowing what technology is coming. So I've been following the blockchain and NFTs for a long time. I saw an opportunity to launch an NFT. I was right about that timing. It got crazy, a bubble similar to the cards COVID bubble. During that bubble, I was like 99% of NFTs are going to go to zero.
Yeah.
Mine's not. Here I am 3 years later. 99% of NFTs are dog. Everybody in this room is like, NFTs were a scam. They're not a scam. 99% of the NFTs were a scam. 99% of trading cards are worthless.
Right.
99.9. But the 1% that are something. 99% of NFTs are worthless, but the 1% are going to be. VeeFriends are going to be a valuable NFT, and VeeFriends are going to be a valuable digital and physical collectible. We've started selling comic books on Fanatics Live and
I saw
whatnot,
that.
and
So cool.
to get people to fall in love with these characters. But this Chrome launch, I'm watching Breakers right now because we're in the morning of the launch. I'm reading people who, and you know this, you guys know. You think I'm naive? I'm not naive.
Right.
I know people think it's MetaZoo. I know people think it's a flash and pan. I know people think it's a GaryVee money grab. I listen, but they're wrong.
I agree.
Like,
No.
I'm going to build a monster,
Love it.
and everyone's going to rewrite history. All the people right now that are saying this is bullshit, they're going to be like, I knew it. In like 18 years, they'll be like, oh, of course, Gary. Like, but right now.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Please, no,
interrupt.
please.
But one thing like that I admire, like that you had just brought up about like people not really understanding like the creative side of it.
Yeah.
The reason why, like at least from like a business standpoint, that I feel like this is going to be successful is because of that entrepreneurship that you have of being successful with your creativity and just intermingling. I mean, we were talking right before the pod. The look, I wish you guys could see this. If you're not watching it, go look online and just look at a box. Even if you're not interested in the card, the design, I love the look of like different box designs. Like 2000 Bowman is like some of my favorite stuff to look at with just like the brown border. Like people might say, oh, it's ugly. I think it's beautiful. Like I really am fascinated with the box
I'll
design.
go even further, and now we'll go into your community, the one that I'm a fan of.
Right.
This checklist is real. For example, me and Rips, when designing this product together, we went out and found the original artist that drew the KABOOM 2013
I saw
Kabooms.
that.
We have an insert in here called Erupt. What is it? One in every 13 cases or a little bit less? Yeah. Got it. 10 to 13 cases, there's an insert called Erupt. That's important in our world because in our NFT world, we have something called Burned Island. So it's a hat tip to Burn Island. It's called Erupt, but it's obviously a hat tip to KABOOM. But we went out and got the artist. He drew this insert. You have to know card culture to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing, we made another insert, one in every 3 cases, the Y2K. There's a Y2K. See how you're reacting?
Yeah.
For people that are in the know, they know there was a Pokemon Topps Chrome in 2000. They know that the big insert was Y2K.
Yep.
We have a 1 in every 3 case Y2K in here.
That's so cool.
That's a hat tip to that. Let me give you another one. I beg and pleaded to Topps to make a short print of our main character, the black cat.
Yep.
They said no. I was like, fine, let me get creative. I did a hat tip to the Pikachu, yellow and red cheek.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So our
That's cool.
black cat in here has 6 different variant eyes.
Oh,
There's the
Hey,
yellow
good to
base
know.
eyes, but there's a white eye, a red eye, a purple eye, a blue eye, and a green eye. And these are like to me, sitting here, if someone's listening on either side and like, what the is Gary? When they're like, oh, he knew to get the artist from, oh, he knew what Topps Chrome 2K insert. Oh, he knew that there was a Pikachu yellow and red cheek variant in that first Pokemon thing. When you go, like how we did this, the shadow box, we did a card in here. Rips, I got to be honest with you. That card blew my mind. We have a Game On insert.
Okay.
It's a shadow box card that looks like a Game Boy
That's
and has our characters in 8-bit form. It's a crazy card. It's
sick.
when I
Yeah,
opened it
that
for the
is
first
sick.
time, there's only one card in that pack when you
Right.
get it and you can't
Oh,
tell.
okay.
It's a crazy card.
Gotcha.
So we just did, and then even just understanding the hobby, we did autos in this product.
I see
Mhm.
that. He was
Please.
mentioning to me earlier the auto checklist in that. That's
Dana
really
White,
what.
Yep.
Kevin Hart,
That's
Michael
nuts.
Rubin. Like these are like,
Hey, don't leave yourself out there.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
and then there's the real stuff, superfractors.
Yep.
So this is Chrome.
Which is always a
Right.
big chase, especially in
always a
Chrome. And
chase.
that's what I was going to say. Like,
Please.
Connor was talking about the design of the boxes, the design of the cards. But then you add that with Topps Chrome, which
That was the
is,
part.
right.
That's it, Dom.
Yep.
That's what's gonna bring. the
Yeah,
people
because
in.
Everybody loves
because
Topps
everyone
Chrome.
who's listening who knows nothing about VeeFriends, which is the majority of people listening right now,
they know what.
they know what a red to 5 is.
Right.
Yes.
They know what a superfractor.
You know what
is.
else that listen to this show know? They know how to go to eBay
Yep.
and Card Ladder and
Yep.
and go to completed and sold, and they're going to type in VeeFriends, and they're literally right now, if they're doing it right now, saying, quote,
Right.
DA, the
Dumb.
You know, like when people realize that, and you know this,
Mhm.
for the last 4 years, we've been at the National. Like, this is not like, here we are, buy it, who cares? Slowly. Thank you, D-Rock. Slowly and surely, and day by day, day by day, day by day, one collector at a time.
Yep.
Me going on Twitch live in my office, 30 people watching because I'm just testing it out. 2 of them, deciding they're curious about what am I giving away on Twitch, then go on Whatnot and Fanatics Live and bag V-Scoot. These become lifelong collectors. I understand how Comic-Con was built. I was there in 92, 93 watching Comic-Con from afar, being like, these nerds are going to win. Like I'm 49. I've been in business since I was 6. Like, this is 4 decades of reps. I collected and sold 86 and 85 Topps baseball cards. These are 2025. This is 40 years. You were like you were like your dad 40 years ago. Do you understand?
That's fair.
This is real talk. I'm not around here. And the best part is I'm Babe Ruthing this. I'm Muhammad Aliing this. I'm not comparing myself to those gentlemen. That would be audacious, though, I think. What I think.
Hey, I love it.
But
That's
I'm
a great
saying
line.
those gentlemen called their shots.
Right.
I'm calling my shot. I'm going to build a very substantial intellectual property. There will be movies and pajamas and video games
Love
and
it.
cartoons. And this will forever be the first Topps Chrome. And every that fades this and doesn't buy it, I'm going to stick it to him.
I love
Awesome. What's it gonna feel like when you start seeing those slabbed up? Connor deals with PSA graded slabs every
That's
day.
all I
Back
deal
in
with.
Car, like, what's that gonna feel like to see, your own product
I mean,
slabbed up? People saying
you
it
do
in.
have some already that.
But to your point, like
Right.
we have Zero Cool Series 1 and 2.
Right.
I mean, look, Zero Cool boxes are selling for 6,000, 7,000
I
a
saw
box. Like,
that.
it's real
Yeah.
stuff. That's our national treasures kind of product. Bro, I honestly, I wish, when I say this, I wish on you guys, besides health for you and your family, the biggest thing I wish for you is to dream big as and then watch it unfold.
Yeah.
Because you actually worked for it, not because you hit the lottery. So how does it feel? Fucking insanity.
Mhm.
What are you talking? Like I can't. I'm like there are Topps Chrome products that is a good product of a world I fully invented in my own head in hundreds of the best card shops in the world right now, and 1,000 GameStops are about to open across the country and have blasters in. What?
Yeah.
And then the pride of being a card nerd. You know what else I did? I innovated. Blasters.
Yeah.
There's a one-of-one blaster insert
Ooh, that's sick.
called Blast Off
Mm.
that brings extra value to blasters because I
Right.
want the kids who are priced out of shit too much now
Yeah.
Right.
to be able to pull a monster.
Yep.
Not the occasional thing we see like, oh, random kid got a good card at Walmart, one in
Right.
a trillion. No. These boxes are loaded and these kids are going to pull real cards. And so I don't know, man. I'm feeling phenomenal.
You should.
Thank you.
You should,
And by the way, you guys, by the way, real talk. I've also watched all you kids, don't forget, I came out and started yelling about cards in 2018,
Yep.
Mhm.
pre-COVID.
You want to know a story about that?
I
That's
do.
That's how I found out like who you were.
Makes sense?
2018, you came out, you're talking about cards, and
Yeah.
I was always in kind of like
Yeah.
cards as it was, but not like investing.
Yeah.
Then I found out what breaking was, and here I am
Yeah.
today. So
It's awesome. So to that point, brother, I've gotten to watch a lot of you do your thing. And like, I love it. Like I know what I was doing in my 20s and 30s. I was building, I was grinding, I was hoping and strategizing and pushing. And, one of the great things about, I also launched one of the first e-commerce wine businesses in 1996. I got a lot of press because I exploded my dad's business for him. I was getting press in newspapers and radio and all around the world. And I was really associated with myself at that point. Like the articles written about me back then was Whiz Kid. And I remember like being like, man, this is so fun. Like, oh crap. Like I love being a whiz kid. One day I won't be a whiz kid. And I got to tell you, being OG, being uncle, hopefully not like dad. But like being mentor, being like someone who impacted positive, like I cannot believe the pride, the feeling I have cheering for all you kids on the come up, supporting, coming in and buying things on your breaks, coming on your shows,
Mhm.
doing this on a big day for me. Like I want you all to win. I want everybody to win. And that's a big part of VeeFriends for me as well. For all the parents that are listening, it's Pokemon on the facade in a lot of ways, but underneath the facade, it's very Sesame Street, like fearless fairy. Like I want every girl on earth to know she can dominate. I want that.
I love that.
Right? I want accountable aunt. I also want people to fall in love with accountable aunt so they stop blaming mommy and daddy or the president or their boss or their teachers.
Right.
Like, you want to be happy in life? Let's just veer off real quick. You want to be happy in life? Realize everything's your fault. The second you realize everything's your fault, you may think that's fucked up and it's bad. It actually is liberating because then you're in control.
Right.
So I don't know. I got a lot of feelings.
No, that's awesome. Hey, I love it. I mean, back to like the collectability though, like you were giving those specific examples of like a young girl, a young boy.
Yep.
And the thing that I like about this product in general is how you just explained it. Are you gonna open some of this? I'm
You're gonna.
He's been waiting.
I've been waiting,
bro.
I thought she was gonna hand me a box. She says they're just decorations. I was like, dang it.
I know who you are. I
You
know
know
how
I'm
you
a rip.
boys
He doesn't
roll.
rip as
Keep
much.
going. Go
He
ahead.
doesn't rip as much wax
So,
anymore.
But
He's too
referring
bougie now, right?
Oh,
He's an
stop.
executive now.
referring back to like what you were talking about, how you found this designer that did the kabooms, the original kabooms.
Well,
all
Rips
this
found
stuff.
him. Actually, let me give you the alpha.
Okay.
Rips found a designer years ago because we had an idea. I'm a massive kaboom collector.
Right.
Yeah.
Love
I was like, wait, is there original art?
Right.
We literally Rips spent. How long did it take you? A day, a month, an hour? And the internet, you know.
Right.
Where was he though? Like Hungary? Budapest. Yeah.
just hanging.
It sounds so much better to be like, he discovered him in Budapest. He's like, it took me 27 minutes. I went to a Facebook group. I DM'd him. We had it locked in. But I own the original sketches of many of the actual on paper. We got them graded too, right? I got them slapped.
That's crazy.
Like, I own one of the most interesting collectibles, I believe, in all of trading cards.
I agree.
The original sketches that became the Kaboom cards of the first and second sets.
That's
I think
awesome.
it's 2013 and 14.
I mean, some of the biggest chases
It's
in the product.
Excalibur,
I think
right?
so.
Excalibur was the.
So,
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. But that I know
he
this
knows.
guy's on
He
top of it.
knows.
What do I know?
He's
I'm
on
just-
top. Can't hit a shot. We got it.
But that brings me to my point is like you have. I feel like there isn't one person that you're not targeting in this situation.
yeah, that's right.
Which is huge.
Yeah, I think that's right.
because whether they're maybe a OG set collector saying like I'm not in this to make money, I'm just in it to collect those.
Well,
those
let
kabooms.
me jump on that.
Then
Oh,
you have
good.
your investors. You
Well,
have your investors with all the color.
The
you know?
biggest reason this product will do well for the flippers and the collectors is how many people only want to collect in our world.
Exactly.
We're much more Comic-Con than we are cards.
Right.
Cards is predominantly flipping
Right.
with a great community of collectors
Yep.
and many people that flip to afford what they want to collect.
Yep.
Comic culture's collectors, bro.
Is it just
Yeah.
strictly? I don't
like,
see.
not strictly,
Yeah.
but like if it's 80-20 or 70-30 in cards,
Yeah.
it's 30-70-20.
Yep.
Like,
Man.
people like,
I love
if you
that.
collect Captain America, you collect Captain America.
Yeah.
Like you
You
walk
don't
in the
sell
room,
either.
like you walk into your buddy's room if he's a Captain America
It's
collector,
everywhere.
and you're like, yo, you don't hook up, huh?
Right.
Like you walk in there like deep, like you know. And so VeeFriends has that.
Has that characteristics.
What
yeah.
does that mean?
Right.
It means that a lot of product is off the secondary market.
Right.
Mhm.
Got it?
Right.
What does
Yeah.
that mean? Less supply. What does that mean?
Demand.
As I continue to build demand
Yep.
against that limited supply, it happens.
Yep.
Got it?
I love it.
I did want to ask because we were talking about some of the people signing in this
Yep.
product. And do you have any cool stories that go with that? Like maybe you called them up on the phone and you were
Bethany
like, hey.
Frankel was a late addition that I'm excited about.
Yeah. it's
Like she's
amazing.
gone completely viral on TikTok. I've always thought she was a great entrepreneur. We got her in late. I got a good story that I guess I'll share. Will I share it? I don't know if I want to blow him up. Put it this way, one of the most successful entrepreneurs, I'm not going to blow it up, I
Okay.
decided, but one of the most successful entrepreneurs on the planet was on the 5-yard line. It would have, put it this way, it would be what we would have started talking about.
Really?
Yeah, it would have been big.
Oh.
So that's a miss
I can
that
only
we're going to
guess.
keep working. No, but Mike is a great one. Oh yeah, Mike Cesari, the founder of Liquid Death,
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
was literally an employee at VaynerMedia, the company
That's
you're in right
nuts.
now, the day before
That's
he
nuts.
started.
that's crazy.
Right? So, you know, like there's a lot of great, I mean, look, Kevin Hart, I wanted to put in there because he's actually a great entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. Dana White's so on right now with UFC culture, so I think that's gonna be great. Ruben is crazy. There's already crazy bounties I've seen.
I saw that. Yeah, Blez.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Blez put out the
a
25,000. That's beast. That's awesome.
I don't think people realize what we did here. You know, Damon John, me, Stephen Bartlett, big European, big UK presence.
Okay.
People that love podcasts. He's got top 10, 15 podcasts in the world. That's a big chase. Ariana Huffington, who's an absolute icon, Huffington Post. So it's a really fun chase. And Rips and I are already working on 2026 Chrome.
I love it.
And so this year is the Entrepreneur Elves insert. We'll take another character and make an insert next year. And I've got to be honest with you, it's a movie. It's a crazy insert.
As a collector,
Please.
could you do Sapphire maybe?
Oh,
So let me blow your face off.
If you do
boy.
Sapphire,
Bro.
Sapphire would be
Bro,
awesome.
I'm buying it all.
Bro.
Nobody's getting
Bro.
nothing.
Your blonde mustache is about to jump off your face. Ready? You ready?
I appreciate that,
Ready?
by the way.
Ready?
Yep.
Sapphire exists. So
What?
check this out.
Oh boy.
As you may know, for people listening, this project started as an NFT, and Series 1 VeeFriends NFT is the holy grail. That's the rookie card.
Mhm.
That's the first appearance. I can go on to build the greatest trading card empire ever, and the Series 1 VeeFriends NFT will be more sought after, more valuable, and more important to me to develop. In that first launch 4 years ago, there was a character called Gift Goat.
Gift go.
There was 555 of them. Everyone who bought the Gift Goat NFT, besides getting the 3 years to go to the big conference, besides the collectible, they got 18 physical gifts over the course of a year and a half.
Interesting.
As a surprise gift, all the Gift Goats got 555 of the 650 boxes of Sapphire that are made this year
That's
directly
so
sent to
sick.
them.
That's cool.
I think David Adams had a $3,000 box bounty.
Holy cow. That's
We are doing something very special at the National with our little allocation that's left. And you're going to come to the booth and you're going to your pants.
excited. Sapphire is my favorite product.
I
of all
love
time.
Sapphire.
It's my
It's a
favorite.
great rip.
Let me just say this very simple. It is an all-time great rip.
Oh.
Now, there are 5 figures, 5 numbers in the amount of Sapphire that's normally made.
Mm.
This is 650 boxes.
That's it.
These are so uncomfortably loaded.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're talking pop every oh
Every, like,
man. Well,
5
I'm ready.
boxes.
I'm excited. I'm ready to rip some. Yeah. So you're talking
There's a 1 of 1 in every 5 boxes.
yeah, I was gonna say every
that's
5 bucks.
unbelievable.
And
Oh,
it's
that's
Sapphire.
crazy. I'm so excited.
And
I love
it's
Sapphire.
forever the first one. Next year, good news, 2026, we will have a full Sapphire run.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And we're going to be talking to Tops a lot. I mean, Tops has been caught off guard by the demand.
Oh, I'm sure.
Open the cards, you.
I know. I've been
No, I
we've
was
been
very-
chit
I
chatting.
was
I'm
waiting for
sorry.
the perfect time.
I know.
I got a bunch of other lives I got to
I
get
know,
to.
yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
one-on-one.
All right, what did you get? Go ahead.
Gusty Gecko,
I got
Uh-huh.
gold.
Senile Cat, almost
No,
didn't know.
Cynical.
Cynical.
We don't. That's a bad guy. We don't like
That's a bad guy?
cynicism.
Hey, perfect.
Sorry, I'm not very good at.
No,
what do you
I
got?
can't read for shit either.
Radical
Awful at
Rabbit.
it.
Yep. You got a gold, you said?
Yeah, I got gold.
No, you
You
did.
have gold?
To 50? Holy.
Is that
Here we go.
big?
Oh, it's a
It might be yellow.
Oh, it's yellow. It's
I'm
yellow.
bl-
We're in
I'm
black.
I didn't get
blind.
enough.
God, I got
well, no,
excited.
I got
Go
some
ahead.
sweet ones.
Minakawa.
Should I like
Like
turn
how-
it so I can do a review? Oh, that was cool. How about
Ooh,
Vibing
vibing vampire.
Oh,
That's fresh, right?
clean, Yeah.
All right, one more.
Oh,
One
I
before
thought
I'm
it
out
was
of here.
gold.
I can't believe you got some color, man.
I know. I was hoping it was gold.
Yellow parallels in the blasters.
Perfect.
Pull a 1-of-1. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen a
Oh, I
blast
got a
up
yellow
yet, huh?
too.
Yeah, I got another
I got a
yellow.
yellow.
So I will ask as we're continuing
Please.
to rip, where do you know, as we see bigger names continuing to jump in the hobby, Tom Brady's
Yes.
diving in even
Boo,
more.
I'm a big Jets fan.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Go ahead.
Where do you see this market continuing to going with more
I think
names
fictional
hopping in?
character rookie cards are going to get hot.
I got bad bulldog.
You like that?
I do
It's
like
fresh, right?
that. That's
Um,
sick.
Generous Turtle.
I mean,
I'm stacking.
we're feeling it heavy. I'm seeing emerging rappers, literally an
Travis
enormous.
Scott.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Travis is like trading card curious because of his relationship with Ruben.
Yep.
I'm talking people that are hitting me up that are like deeply into trading cards.
Yeah.
Literally, D-Rock smiling. Literally, as I walked over here, a massively hot music artist who has 6 million followers on Instagram, to give you context, just hit me up. He's like, "How do I get a case of VeeFriends?"
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
it's
awesome.
it's happening, bro. Like that I grew up with, cards in middle school were cool, but when everybody went to high school, cards were not cool.
Yeah.
What was cool was like getting drunk and keg stands and hooking up and spin the bottle. Like you were supposed to, cards were for kids. Now you have like 25-year-old, like coolest kids in culture, like flexing their cards, changing.
Right.
The dream has happened for the kids of the 80s. Our cards have become like cool. And so where do I see it going? I think the hobby's never been healthier because there was that bubble burst, COVID, but this whole crew knows it. So everyone's being more thoughtful. Jackson Dart speculation will be much more tempered than Mac Jones speculation, and that's good.
100%.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah,
I agree.
So that's good.
I agree.
I think you got entrepreneurs like myself that are going to continue to come in and do things that matter. I'm on board. Do you know how many people, Rips, you know this, the amount of people that were VeeFriends, GaryVee maxis, never collected cards in their life, then started collecting VeeFriends cards in the last year or two, and now I see them in breaks on Whatnot and Fanatics buying sports cards from random, like, we're onboarding users.
Right.
Just like I did in 18. You saw it up close and personal.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I onboarded a load of humans into card collecting in 18 and 19. Now with VeeFriends, I'm going to onboard a whole nother wave, and they're going to start with VeeFriends Topps Chrome. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to like bleed into Disney or Star Wars Chrome, and then they're just a Cubs fan. They're like, or like a Nationals fan. They're like, oh wait, Dylan Cruz rookies are good. Like, let me buy Bowman today too on the same day. Like, I know what I'm doing. That's actually what I'm going to leave it with. I know what I'm doing.
Perfect. Well, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was a lot for 10 a.m. I loved it.
Shout out freaking Gary, dude.
Yeah.
We are running on 0.
How can we top that? We can't.
Well, I do have to add something.
Add it.
On our way in to the studio today, George Pickkins traded to the Dallas Cowboys.
I know, right? Big trade. CD Lamb, George Pickkins now?
5th round. What was it? A 5th round draft pick?
So it was a 3rd round pick and then a 5th and 6th swap.
I feel like that's a slap in the face. No, if I'm George Pickens, I'd be a little.
Yeah, I think the little bit of diva with it, kind of devalues him just a little bit. But I've always been a fan of Pickens. He's always been a great player. Has he ever had a quarterback? No. Will he have a quarterback in Dallas? I guess. But I think it's a decent spot for him, really. They've been looking for a wide receiver, too, for a minute.
I just feel like that's just going to be more conflict. Like, I feel like it's going to be the same thing as what DK and George Pickens would have been with CD and George Pickens. Like, if Dak starts throwing the ball to George, CD's going to have a little hissy fit. Yeah. And if Dak throws the ball to CD, George is going to have a hissy fit.
Hey, man,
and then Jerry Jones is going to be all fired up. He doesn't know what's going on because he still thinks it's the 80s.
They had a good offense before, too.
They did.
Man. Like, DK and George Pickens.
I agree.
Jalen Warren.
I don't understand the move. You know what I'm saying?
Either.
They get rid of Najee Harris to the Chargers, and they don't have a quarterback yet.
They picked up Robert Woods, but like Robert Woods
is 500 years old. Shout out Robert. I love Robert Woods. Shout out Big Bobby Trees.
Getting older
from the Rams.
Getting older though, but I mean overall, I think it's like a trade for the Dallas Cowboys, but like a C trade for Pittsburgh.
I agree.
I think it really helps Dak. I think at the end of the day, it really helps. It's listen. One last shot, Dak. Here you go. You have no complaints. I know you don't have a running back. Yeah. I guess I got Jamal Williams. Complete something, win a playoff game, or you're gone. CD, you're gone too.
You think so? You think?
I think this is a last shot,
Dak,
last opportunity.
I think
Dak's gone.
I don't think his injury debacle that he's
Dak
been through.
man.
I do too. I think he's a great leader.
I think Dak gets way too much hate.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say about Dak. I think Dak is a great leader, probably one of the best leaders in the NFL. I don't think he's that good of a football player to be a top-tier starter to bring his team to a Super Bowl. Is that too much?
I get it.
It's been 10 years.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? This is his 10th year in the league.
Like, he had a roster. Honestly, the running back situation was awful last year,
right.
But, like, he had a roster.
He did.
I don't think their defense is amazing.
And the thing is like the year, what was it, 2 years ago, when they really had that chance to make a push, they got blown out. If they kept it competitive, it would be like one thing.
Yep.
They got blown out by that Green Bay team that was not that good.
Yep.
It was not that good.
Yep.
I don't know.
Move on to a little bit of NBA playoffs as well. It's been chaotic.
Caught me off guard.
Knicks winning the first game of the series against the Celtics.
Yep.
Pacers going up 2-0 against the Cavs with a Tyrese Halliburton buzzer beater.
Lakers gentlemen swept.
Gentlemen sweep in the first round.
Where the heck that come
Then you
from?
have the Thunder losing first game to Denver.
Yep.
It is an interesting. Timberwolves also lost to the Warriors. It's an interesting playoffs. It's getting sneaky.
Who do you think's gonna?
I don't know.
I don't know if the Celtics are gonna win it.
Cancel the season. I could not care less for any of these teams left.
Really?
I would not mind seeing the Cavs win.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Cavs. Pacers.
What about OKC?
I don't know. I'm not. I
No?
don't know. I like
that
young
OKC,
OKC.
man.
I just don't care to see them win.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think they got way too much ammunition. I don't like it. They have, if they can win a title and have the 1,000 draft picks they have, the NBA is on notice. They're already on notice.
But that's how it's. But you got to think like that's how it's been. I feel like for the past forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been the Lakers who have been that. Like at least OKC is doing it smartly.
Yep.
You know, they're going out, they're drafting all their players, trading and doing all this, all the right stuff where they're not just giving money bags to people.
I honestly don't know who's gonna win. I hate to say it. I think the Nuggets could sneak by and somehow win the championship.
I'd be cool with that. I love the Joker.
They are
because you hate the Joker because of 15. I get it.
Dude, that got a good amount of views.
That did. People like that.
People didn't like any of our takes. Also, people did not watch the full clip.
They didn't.
They
don't
didn't.
get it. It's
they
fine.
were like, why would you think
full clip.
Jokic should be it over or whatever? Like,
That's
and I was
not
like,
what we were
that's not what we were saying.
No.
But you know what's so interesting because you bring up OKC is this offseason, dude. Giannis might get traded. I think I don't say might. I think he is going to get traded. OKC could be a prime place. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be crazy.
That would be insane.
I think it's gonna be crazy offseason.
You think
KD's getting traded? Giannis is getting traded.
KD's always getting traded.
I think everybody's blowing it up this offseason.
Dude, I brought this up in the airport.
Oh,
and I'm gonna lay this on you. And I didn't know that there were rumors going around it. Could you imagine if? So, imagine if the Spurs trade away all their draft picks for Giannis. Yep. Would you do that if you're the Spurs? I friggin' would. Imagine that back, dude. There is no. I mean, there might be 80 points average against.
It's tough. Is the roster around them ready to win a championship? I don't think so.
I mean,
that's where you're like,
let's go through their roster.
You're gonna lose Stephon Castle. You're gonna lose Stephon Castle.
No way.
I think so. I think you would lose Stephon. There's no way the Bucks make that trade without getting Stephon Castle.
Really?
I think so. I think you lose Stephon Castle, Kellen Johnson, probably Devin Vassell, and three first-round picks.
Damn. You think Giannis is worth that much? Yeah. I mean, look at what I think Luka set the market. No,
that trade was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was what everybody knows. That was a little goofy.
I think Giannis is worth that much. Giannis is still in his prime.
Oh yeah. How old is he? 30 maybe?
Yeah. And he's still averaging 30, 10, and 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's still a great player. Also, defensive player of the year candidate. Like every.
Could you imagine if they could get it out with let's say, okay, put it on the table. They keep Castle.
I still don't think they're a contender.
You really don't?
No.
With Giannis and Wemby?
No. I just don't think.
Who else would they have?
They do have De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
I think they'll be good.
Dude.
I don't think they're like. I don't think they're in the position to win it all. You know where I would love to see them, and I think they'd be an instant contender. It's Houston.
Yeah,
instantly a contender.
I didn't even think of that.
You give up Jalen Green and Jabari Smith. Boom.
Yeah,
you got an amazing.
You think you could
five.
go to the Lakers, dude?
Yeah, but I just don't know. I don't know why the Bucks would want Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
But Austin Reeves don't connect. If he went to the Lakers, it's over. Yeah. But then again, I don't think they got a roster around him. I mean, they do, but like their bench is so eh.
I don't think Luka's staying anyways.
I don't know. I think he does because I think Jokic is going to join him in a couple years.
I hope so.
I think so. I think he'll join him in a couple years.
Oh.
Okay, so I do want to point out before we wrap this all up, we did rip a couple more packs
while
we were, in transition, and Connor and I we're rich.
I'll start off with mine. I'll start off with mine because it's not as cool as yours. But we so if you guys don't know, VeeFriends just came out with their new Topps Chrome product. And we ripped their blaster, not their hobby product.
Not their hobby.
I hit a 1 in 1.5 case hit out of hobby. 1975, a little throwback. Love this variation. Knew it exactly when it came out what it was. But same box. Dante blows mine out of the water.
Same box. Bink.
So
what a beaut.
It's whatever. I wanted to rip that
14 of 25. 14 of 25. Looks so clean. It's got like a little bit of an acetate look on the
and those are like
on
1 in
screen.
4 cases or something in a hobby.
Yeah, I'm built different. I literally just noticed as I'm looking at this, VFTC VeeFriends Topps Chrome on the buttons. That's really cool.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's sick.
Yep.
I know they really knocked out the park.
Karma Kiwi. Oh, I love that.
I'm excited.
Let's go.
Then we're gonna be ripping some. I know it is currently Wednesday release day for it, and we will be ripping some on our channel.
And you'll probably see it. I mean, you will see it across all the apps. So I'm sure if you're watching this, go straight onto one of the breaking apps, and you'll find VeeFriends being ripped because it's an amazing product. And thank you to GaryVee for joining us and everybody for setting it up and getting our first outside of our studio podcast.
Yeah, it's
So
been
it was
fun.
awesome. I know it's been fun. We got a lot of fun things planned going forward as well. And yeah, that'll wrap it up here on another episode of Buying the Hobby. Make sure to follow us on all podcast streaming platforms. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow our Instagram at Buying the Hobby. So Connor, it's been a pleasure.
We move.